Hey Preppy fam, today we're diving into a massive generational shift that's reshaping how young Americans think about money, careers, and their future. Let's talk about it. Young people today are priced out of home ownership, stuck in a rough job market, and watching unstable institutions lay off workers by the hundreds of thousands. So they're ditching the old playbook. Instead of grinding for a future that feels out of reach, they're pouring time into cash, into sports betting, crypto speculation, prediction markets, and stacking streaming subscriptions to escape the feeling that the corporate grind just isn't worth it anymore. New reads from the University of Chicago and Northwestern shows it clearly when young adults see home ownership as impossible, they pull back on work, spend more on leisure, take bigger financial risks, and honestly, why grind when a six-figure down payment is decades away, no matter how many raises you get? Sports betting revenue surged 25% to $13.7 billion in 2024, with a quarter of men under 30 now betting online. One-third of 25-year-olds have investments accounts, and 6 times the share in 2015. And that's all happening while the job market is collapsing under them. U.S. employers announced over 153,000 job cuts in October 2025. More than half of Gen Z now run side hustles compared to just 21% of boomers. What used to be a temporary way to earn extra income is now a permanent career. And when owning a $400,000 home feels impossible, but paying for dozens of streaming platforms still costs less than rent, young consumers redirect their spending towards anything that numbs the stress. That numb is fueling the platform that dominates cultures such as Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, Meta, and TikTok. These companies profit from a generation checked out of traditional wealth building. And the more time Gen Z spends scrolling, the more these platforms cash in. Spotify's revenue nearly tripled in the past 5 years, hitting $713 million. Meanwhile, 80% of Gen Z is delaying major lifestones, marriage, kids, career moves, all to maybe afford a home someday. And the math, it doesn't add up. Americans now need to earn around $141,000 a year to afford a medium-priced home, while the average salary is barely half that. Even John Watts, president of Coldwell Banker, says there's no single fix. We need falling mortgage rates, more housing supply, and slower price growth. Until that happens, Gen Z will keep betting on long shots because the traditional paths of wealth stopped paying off years ago, and this generation is rewriting the rules out of pure necessity. Preppy fam, the economy is shifting, and so are the strategies. Stay sharp.